Hey everybody, what's up today? Well, today we are not powder coating or doing any electronics. However, I'm going to introduce our Jeep Gladiator, which is right here, 2023 Willis. I've done a little bit to it already. Throwing on the Metal Cloak Game Changer 3.5-inch suspension. You see the nice gold control arms there for the rear. We put the Rock Sport shocks onto it. We've got the upgraded front drive shaft. Some more gold up underneath the front for the track bar. But the one thing we didn't do at the time was the tires. We're still running the Firestone Destination tires that came with it. While they've been great in the winter, they need help. And they're only 255/75/17. So today, we got some 37s that are going on this. So if you want to see what 37s, what rims, stick around. Because we're getting ready to take a drive down to the shop, pick them up, show you guys these rims, and then get them mounted. So, stick around. I'm going to head down and go get some rims. So here we are. Beautiful day. It's a real nice warm 5 degrees out, and we're heading out to go get my tires for this new Gladiator. Those that have seen other videos I've posted might have seen my JK, and it was a 2015 Jeep JK. I had it built like a tank, 4.5-inch suspension lift, sitting on some custom-made control arms. They were all 2-inch square quarter wall tubing with Metal Cloak flex joints, track bar, drive shaft, you name it. You could probably drive it through anything and it would probably drive back out. In fact, I've got one video posted up of me driving over a set of cars in the Valley Invasion and didn't even slow me down. So I don't expect to go that big on this, but you never know what the future brings. We are sitting on a 3.5-inch Metal Cloak Game Changer. I got the red Rock Sports because I want the user friendliness of a sealed shock rather than like their 6-packs, which need more constant maintenance. The red Rock Sports, just throw them on and go with them, and they still provide insane amount of travel and flex. So once we get the 37s on, you know we're gonna have to take it off-road and see what happens. But the reason we traded, the old JK, it was getting up there in age. It was 10 years old, which isn't bad for it. It still ran great, perfect, but life was changing. I've got a camper. I wanted to be able to tow that a little bit. This gives a much better tow rating. It's not the max tow, so it's only down around 5,000, 5,500 pounds, somewhere in that range. They have a whole bunch of different listings, but it does have other features like the larger alternator. It has the Alpine sound system, it has the auxiliary button group that they come with, just the basics like that. So it's upgraded a little bit, but it's not the Rubicon, and I didn't want the Rubicon because I knew I'd be changing stuff out on it, and going with that, why spend the extra amount of money for something I'm going to be turning around, taking off, and putting something else on. So this gives a real nice level Jeep of what I'm happy with, and I don't need to spend extra money for nothing. So here we are enjoying the Jeep now. So let's continue the drive and let's go get some 37s. Here we are, we're back at the shop, and we got some 37s right there. As you can see, if you know the tread pattern, the BFGoodrich KM3s, and they are wrapped around some Black Rhino Abrams rims. They do have a -18 offset. They're a 5x5 bolt pattern to match the, so they bolt up to the Jeep. So now I get to have the fun of unloading them, because my one complaint with this Gladiator, the bed's not that big. 5.5 foot, almost 4 feet wide. It doesn't hold a set of 37 and 12.5 very well side by side, mounted, fully inflated. So had to get creative and just throw them in there, but nonetheless, we got them. Now we're gonna get them put on, get them unloaded, and get some dirt on them. So stick around, we'll be right back. There, so as you can see, we've got them off the truck, and thankfully, gravity was useful. Gravity helped out a lot, because according to the weights, the tires themselves are supposed to be about 77 pounds, and the rims are about 34. And I figured out it's roughly about 112 pounds a tire. So, which kind of makes it not fun for lifting up. But taking off the back of the truck, gravity works wonderful. And I was looking, and I'm very impressed. For such a big tire, they took very little weight. So that'll be great, because then hopefully I don't have to worry about having to get them rebalanced regularly. But with very little weight on them, that's great. Lets me know that they're decent. So nothing worse than out wheeling and you got like 8 ounces of weight on the inside of the rim. So this just makes it that much better. They're heavy enough, don't need to add more weight. So we're gonna start getting ready to jack this thing up, get them switched over, and then we'll show you the final look. And I mean, the Gladiator, as nice of a truck as they are, or Jeep, it just doesn't have that off-road look. It doesn't have that aggressive stance, but it will shortly. So guess what we're gonna go do? So stick around and enjoy laughing at me change some tires. Alright, hey everyone, thanks for being here still. As you saw, we're mounting up our nice new 37s on our 23 Gladiator. So we're getting ready here, and as you can see, these are the black gunmetal with the clear lip on them. I don't know how well it's going to show, but you can see all the metallic in it. They're quite nice. One thing to keep an eye on is with these rims, they are the Black Rhino Abrams. They're a -18 offset, and they're 17 by 9.5 wide. But one thing about these rims is that center cap. You can notice there's a whole bunch of other bolts here, but only 2 of them are going to be to take this center cap off. So if you take it off, you look at this one here, try and get zoomed in, you can see that it has some marks on it, some indicators as to the strength and model number or something. I'm not sure quite what's on it, but you can see it has some numbers that are indented onto it. All these others do not. They're all just plastic. Want to look like bolts. So when you go to take this cover off, make sure you have the right bolts, and there's only the two. Because really hate to have to worry about snapping off your plastic bolts before you even get the tires mounted. So I'm going to take advantage of this nice sunny day, get them thrown on there, and I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. So stick around, here we go. As you were just watching, if you saw me spinning the tire around, you'll notice I was spinning it, tightening it, and going from there. That center hub is a very precise fit. It's a little tighter fit than I thought it would be. Looked like they actually machined it out at one point. And then, so in order to do that, I had to rotate the tire, tightening the lug nuts as I went. So they're on there. They're only fingered tight right now, but the wheel sits against the hub like it should. Now I only got 3 more of these to go. But first one's on, looking good. We do have some pretty good tire poke, as you can see here. But we'll get that fixed up with some metal fenders here in the near future. So I'm going to go get the rest of them done. Stick around, watch me work up a sweat, and see what this thing looks like after. So here we go. And there we have it. 37 17-inch KM3s sitting on some Black Rhino Abrams 17-inch by 9.5-inch rims with a -18 back spacing. They look beefy. There is definite tire poke. It's got a real aggressive stance, and they look killer. I like them. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like the looks of that too? I think it's time to get these lug nuts torqued down, put the covers on, and go for a test drive. So stick around, we'll go do that. Alright, so here we are, all done. Got the center caps on them, plastic over the glossy labels done. These are now torqued, ready to go. See if we can't get some dirt on them. I think they look pretty sharp on there. What do you think? Let me know. I'm going for a test drive. Stick around, and I'll let you know how they feel on the road. So here we go. Alright, so yeah, as you just saw, we put some 37s on this thing, and I apologize for my voice. Kind of came down with a bit of an illness here. So, but we're out taking it for a test drive. Driving beautifully right now. Nice and smooth, no wobbles. The tires are nice and quiet. The KM3s, like I said, they're super quiet on the road. Haven't taken them off-road yet, but that's coming here shortly, and you will see a few videos of that. But even with the 37s, and I've only got 373 gears, I do notice a little bit of lost power into it, but I'm not losing as much as I thought I would, and my gas mileage is still pretty close to where it was, so I'm quite happy with that as well. So all in all, 37s was a great choice, especially with the 3.5-inch metal cloak game changer suspension. And hopefully soon we can take this out, get some dirt on the tires, see what it really does, see how it shines off-road, and go from there. So if you want to see some of them, go hit that subscribe button, stick around, and keep an eye out for the off-road videos. So till next time, keep it loud, stay warm.